Hi everyone, thanks for coming. So today we've got a wireless microphone used for gym applications, aerobics, those sorts of things, so the instructor can be heard throughout the room, and apparently they're having some connection issues. So we'll take a look at it, see what we can do. This one was having a problem with the connector, and so I expect that that's just gotten worse. I warned them they needed a new connector put on, and so luckily I've got one in stock now. So we'll have a look and see what we can do. So the connector, yeah, I bet they are having connection issues. We'll have a bit of a look at that. Right, so they're all snapped off. Yeah, definitely gonna be the problem. So hopefully in that board I can just desolder it, put the new one in, Bob's your auntie, and off we go. Alright, so don't need the headset at the minute. Here we've got how it should look. Yeah, bit lower. So I'll probably have to take this, try and get this black plastic part off of here and put onto the new one. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright, worry about that in a minute. Start pulling apart. 4 Phillips head screws. Grab our custom tray. I love these little magnetic trays. They're a little tin like that I think I got them from Kmart, and I cut a piece of magnet, glue into the lid, and of course put an RF logo on it on the laser. So I cut the magnet out with the laser, the CO2 laser, and then engraved it with the Galvo laser that I've got. But I just love it, holds the screws together. The little bit of a magnet, which is one of the advertising magnets you get from real estates or those sorts of things, just cut it out of that. It's only a light magnet, but it's enough just to hold the screws still and hold them into the tray, which is handy. So I've got a heap of those that I made up, and I love them. And when I'm pulling things apart, if there's a few different types of screws, I'll sometimes use 3 or 4 of these trays so that the different screws are held apart. Got a little sticker on top here. We'll just have to there we go. So we've got some hot glue in here. Now, I didn't have a connector last time I looked at it, so I couldn't repair it. But since I've found out it's a XLR Mini, and and it's the chassis mount, I think they call it. Four pins to solder in, 3 and 4. See if we can get this board out. So we really need to clean up all this solder, and then we can resolder the other part in. A little bit of flux. Well, that's not ideal. I have to run a bit of solder on there at the end. It looks like when it broke apart, it's probably broken some of that. I haven't helped it, but I'm sure I didn't do all the damage. A little bit there as well, but that one doesn't matter. We've got a good pad on that side, which is where our wire runs down. That one's good. That one will be good. Okay, so come back up for a minute. Probably is where I need to be. So we want to try and get this black plastic part out, or off. This is our new one. Take all of that off. And then it matches up a bit better. So yep, it's coming. Oops. Don't really have to worry about damaging this piece, do I? Right. So that's our cover. Which way was it on? Like that, wasn't it? Yeah. There we go. Nice. So now that should work back into our frame when we put it back together. Alright. Nice. Is that going to be the right length? Sits in like that. Yep. Alright. So zoom in, solder them into place. that didn't really work, did it? No. Alright, we'll have to prep that one then. Right, should do the job. Now we just gotta run a wire from there across to there. So back to my favourites, a tray of legs off capacitors and resistors and all those sorts of things. They're a nice firm wire. So that'll get us a good connection. Back to the microscope. Yeah, that's a good size one, I reckon. Alright, so I think we'll put a bend in it. Like that. Try and get it straight in my hands. Like that. There we go. It's the first part. Second part. Carefully hold that, but also do it so that everyone can see what's going on. Nice. There we go. So we got all sitting there nicely. A little bit of extra flux. Solder. We better hold that in place so it doesn't come off the wire as it heats up. Yep. Come on, you can do it. Right. So we'll do a trim off there. Give it a quick tidy up. See how we're starting to look. See by my damaged hands that I'm a tradesman during the day. Been playing in the dirt all day. Okay, test a couple of things. So, multimeter, and we just want a continuity. Right. So, there to there. Nope. There to there. Nope. There. There to there. Yep. So they're not joined together, but we got that one. So we go from there, goes up to there. Alright, well, I think that's looking pretty good. We've got good joints all through there. We'll see about setting it back together. Not going to fit in there, is it? Ah, it's got to go outside. Well, there you go. That's not ideal. Oh, bugger. Right. So now we've got it lined up that this black goes to the outside of that just while it's sitting in the groove. Now we'll pull that out and try and fix up the mess we made. Okay. And a mess we made, alright. So we've got 1 out of 3 back here, that's okay. Add flux. Now surprisingly our wire is still sitting there. Need to push our wire down a bit, like that. And now, it's this one next to it that we've got to see if we've got any connection. Hardly by the looks. But, good part is that that's near enough that we can just tidy, grind it off. Grinder. Right, not looking too bad now. We will do some tests.
So make sure that this one's going to go back to here. Nice. Check this one over here. Nice. That one in there.
What's happening here? We've broken there. We are too. Yep. And that's why we test things.
Yep. When I was mucking around before, I broke it. So, once again, it's close enough that we can...
Looks like a reasonable joint now. I have to make sure they don't. Make sure these here don't start touching. Guessing we'll put some hot glue on that once we know everything's right. We've just got to check the connection. Oh, it's all bent. Nice one. Check the connection from there to here, just to make sure that it isn't also broken. So, into there. Yep, that's good. Alright. Not the prettiest looking thing, but it should do the job. We'll sneak a bit of hot glue onto this. Should we do it while it's in there? Yeah, that might be an idea. So that should about be enough. Tuck it all down to the sides to help hold it. It's down amongst that to stop any wires from moving and touching. Yep. Looks good. Okay. So it's put back together time. So, final check. Everything looks pretty right. Oh, now what have we done? Obviously pulled on that while we were mucking around. That's been jammed at some stage, hasn't it? Yeah, still enough connection, but I think we'll pop a bit of heat shrink over the top of that. It shrinks a little bit big, so we'll just crush it down ready. Just one after another on this job, but that's how it goes sometimes. Right, try again. Now does everything look good?
It's all connected. It's our sticker we gotta go past. Right. Nice. Fitting good. Oops. Loosen them off a bit.
Right, back together. So, have a look. It's all looking pretty good. Nice and solid. So hopefully they won't rip it apart again too soon. So we'll give that a bit of a clean up, bit of baby wipe and isopropyl, and tidy everything up, and then I'll hook the headpiece in, try and do some testing, but I don't see there being any problem. That those joints were nice and solid by the time we'd finished, and yeah, we got it done. So thanks for coming and see me. That's how you turn a 10-minute job into a 40-minute ordeal, but that's how it goes sometimes. So thanks for coming, and hope to see you again next time. Bye.